So today I saw a lot of coverage on this when I woke up. A Fox News anchor was talking the other day, I guess yesterday, and everyone saw a line right around his neck that looked like more than a shadow. It looked like everyone started saying he was wearing a mask, and then all the comments quickly multiplied, and everyone said, "I'd love to believe this is anything else other than a mask." And so I'm hoping that this guy is going to tell us what it is or provide some kind of insight. I think he's just going to delve a little bit deeper into it. So let's see what he's figured out. Maybe it'll shed some light on whether or not this Fox anchor is wearing a mask.
Something very weird and creepy happened on Fox News this week. A clip of retired Vice Admiral Robert Harward went viral over the last day or so because it appears that this individual on camera, who may or may not be retired Vice Admiral Robert Harward, looks to be wearing a full-blown silicone face mask. Judge for yourself. Tell me if you can figure out what the hell is happening here. Here's the clip.
He's in the position to demand those. So I think in that sense, he controls the narrative and when he would strike.
Now, usually
it looks very strange. He looks like an older guy. They actually look kind of similar, funnily enough. But he's an older guy. Obviously, he's a retired admiral. So a lot of things can happen. Obviously, he was in the military too. I mean, he's a retired admiral, obviously. So all kinds of things can happen. Scars, as the skin loses elasticity, it can overlap and hang over. There's all kinds of things that happen by the time you're that age. And I mean, I'm not going to pick it apart anymore. Let's just keep watching.
about this time, the Scooby-Doo gang would show up, rip the mask off, and say, "Let's see who you really are."
That's what they should do. Zoinks! Rory? Raggy?
Because I gotta tell you, that's floppy. Now, the most obvious and logical explanation, as some of the well, actually, folks online are saying, is that it's just the shadow because there's multiple different lights hitting the individual. And sure, as somebody who has worked in broadcasting in countless different studios with different lighting setups, backlights, front lights, floor lights, up lights. I've literally never seen that happen to anyone. We have seen...
I gotta say, he's got a point. I've never seen that happen to anyone either. But, like I said, the first thing I would jump to, my father was in the medical field, and a lot of stuff happens to people, and he could have just had some weird surgery there, is what I would think. If I'm looking at his face, usually, let me remove my camera for a second. If I'm looking at his face and I'm looking at his eyes, that's usually where you can also kind of tell that it's a mask. Some people say that people are so good at it now that you can't even tell, but honestly, I kind of feel like you can still always tell. There's never been a time where I've seen somebody wear a mask where once people start talking about it, you can't kind of easily tell. Even that Jim Carrey incident where they said I think this guy was doing it to become more famous, that quasi-famous makeup star, Alexis whatever, a guy that goes by Alexis, who's a makeup guy. He dresses up as all these different pop icons. And to me, it's kind of easy to see that it's a costume, even though it's a really good costume. And generally, when you look at the individual, I mean, if you look at the way his head is shining, if you look at his ears, everything just looks way too on point for me. So I would not believe it's a mask. But that doesn't stop the internet from running away with it.
Seen weird lighting, we have seen bad lighting, we have seen poor lighting. We have never, in all the 21 years I've been doing this, had lighting so awkward that it made someone look like they were wearing a fake face. Is it possible? Sure. But would a shadow flop? Because whatever was happening at the bottom of the neck there was flopping and moving. A shadow is not going to move like that. So I don't know. I do obviously think, sure, it's probably some kind of weird shadow and all of our eyes collectively are playing tricks on us. But at the same time, I don't really know what's happening. That's the weirdest damn thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think to me, it's probably a medical thing, some kind of medical scar or something that's caused the skin to fall differently. But he's right, when he's talking, which uses that part of the neck, there might be a section that has more elasticity than the bottom section, so that part moves and this part stays still. That's about as far as I can go with it. It does look a little peculiar, and I mean, that's why we're talking about it.
Thing I think I've ever seen on Fox News, and that is saying a lot. Of course, there are conspiracies. There's folks online who say it's the lizard people and their face masks are coming off because it's getting too hot outside. You have others who say they're actually trying out their realistic, lifelike face masks for when world leaders die and they're able to pretend that they're not dead.
I don't know what he's about to say, whether or not he believes that, but I believe that. I mean, the quality of makeup is so good now in masks. Do I believe there's going to be a point, or maybe there is already, where people can use masks and people can't tell? Abso-freaking-lutely. I abso-freaking-lutely believe that that's possible right now. So if you asked me, are there people evil enough in the world that would kill somebody and then, or unalive somebody? I should have said that. Don't need any reason for YouTube to bury my video. Are there people that would unalive somebody and then construct a mask all in the name of power? You better damn sure believe it. If you don't, and you think that's a conspiracy theory, then I don't know what rock you're living under. But in 2026, that should be basic fucking knowledge.
Actually was one of the comments that somebody posted, and I don't know if they're being serious or not, but that's, you know, a whole new level of thought. But this is weird. Fox News definitely needs to have a look at some of their little satellite studios there and figure out what's going on with the light.
Right, and you don't want to be disrespectful to the Admiral, right? But they should capitalize on this viral moment and have him come back on and explain exactly what's going on. Look, he's an Admiral. He's no stranger to being put on the spot. I mean, I guess ultimately it's up to him. I'm not saying he necessarily should do it. Go back on and explain it, but why not? Why not share what that is and let people, you know, just share with your human brothers and sisters? I think that'd be really interesting.
Or what's going on with the alien invasion, but whatever it is,
they're here.
They need to fix that, because that's not a good look for anybody. Thanks for watching, and if you are
not really, it's not really a good look. And let's say he did multiple interviews and it was all like that. Honestly, if they didn't explain what it was and he kept appearing on interviews, I feel like it could go semi-viral. So there's that. But that's the video, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.